Hey, it's Aran here. In this tech tutorial of Systeme.io, I'm going to share with you how to create a menu for your header and your footer, and do it in Systeme.io, also in the blog area, as well as in the funnels. So there is a couple of elements you need to be aware of. First of all, you can actually have your website under blogs, but you can also have your website under funnels. So it's totally up to you which way you prefer. When you do blogs, then the blog layout, the header, is going to be consistent across all pages of your blog posts and your blog pages. So you'll see if you hover over here, it will say edit common design elements that are displayed on all pages and posts. So for example, here is a blog page, and this blog page, you can see here the header is about Aran One Help, and Aran membership, and the membership. And at the bottom, there is also the privacy policy, affiliate disclosure, and so on. Now, this is a blog page. If you were to go to a specific blog post, for example, this one, now realize this blog post is not live, but just an example. You see, this is the specific post. This is identical, exactly the same, no change. Doesn't matter what content is here, it's all the same. Now, let's just pretend that you want to do something on the funnels. Then the funnels, this does not apply. This is only applicable for posts. So I'm going to show you how to do it under funnels. Now, there's a couple of ways. Number one, you could do it so you have different menu for different individual pages. Or you can do some pages with the same menu and other pages with its own individual menu. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So first of all, if you want to have the menu identical across the boards, what you want to do is you want to create what's called a master block. And I talk about that more in this tutorial. Master blocks, why they're awesome, what are they, how to use them, and so on. So this one is the tutorial you want to watch. Now I'm going to do a header that is not a master block, i.e. that particular header is applicable just for this one page, and you can create a completely different menu for a different page. So what you want to do right here is you want to click right here, you want to click on section and drag it to the very top. Now what you'll see is, actually I didn't do it properly, so let me just do it again. You want to drag the section right here to the top. Okay, now that you're here, you can scroll all the way down and you want to click on menu. Now the menu, you put it right in the middle, then you release the mouse. Now you can click on the menu and you can do a few things. You can make it center, you can make it the right, however you want it, and you can also add more items. So I'm going to add an item, for example, like membership, work with me. Another one is courses, let's just say, okay? And in this menu, you can do a few things. So first of all, you can put the link right here of what you want it to be. And if you want it to open in a new tab. This is good, especially if, for example, you're doing a Calendly link, or you want to open in a specific blog post or something like that. So for example, if you look at my blog posts, for example, I believe I did it correctly. But if you were to click on the affiliate disclosure, it will open in a new tab. The reason I want it to be that way is because I don't want this page to close. I want it to, because the affiliate disclosure, it's not like critical information. If I have critical information in terms of conversion is what I mean. But if I want people to, for example, move between pages in the funnel, then yeah, I will put it not as open in a new tab. Now with this particular menu item, I'm going to customize it. Now let me just show you what I mean by that. You can do the spacing between menu items. What that means is this space in between things. So I'm going to go like this, and you'll see it will create bigger space between them. Now, you can also do the font size. If you want the font to be smaller or bigger, you could do that. And in the line height, you can change that as well in terms of the spacing of between those things. Typically, you want it to be between 5 and 10 points above the font. So this one is usually too much. But if you were to do, let's say 36, this will be probably just fine the way you want it. Again, the font is very much the same. You can also look at my YouTube channel for my fonts tutorial. It works the same way. Font or the same web font. That's what I recommend you usually do. Now, here is a couple other items. So first of all, there's the text items. And what that means is that this color is black. Now, if I want to make it, let's say red, then it will change the color for everything. Now, I'm going to bring it back to red. And what this active menu item means is it means that if they're on that specific page, then it's going to change colors. Let me show you what I mean by that. So right now, this is the color, the gold color. I'm going to click on Save Changes. I'm going to preview this. And notice what's going to happen. When I hover over it, it will change to that color that I had. Okay, so you see this is the color that it changes to. Now if I want just the underline to be that, so for example I want the underline to be, let's say, orange, okay, and I'm going to remove this color completely. So I'm going to make this also black. Let's just say I'm going to click on save. I'm going to click on the preview button again. Now notice when I hover over it, just the underline will change, not the text of the thing. Now, if I remove the text completely, active menu item color, if I change that as an example, and I'm going to click on preview, you will see this will become white as opposed to black. So the active item will become orange and no color. So you don't want that because it's going to be not visible. But of course, if I change it back to red, then it will be to black, it will be black. If I was to change this, for example, to green, again, I'm going to click on Save Changes, click on Preview. Now you will notice that when I hover over it, it will be this green color. Okay, so this is how you can choose it. This gives it like a nice look and feel. Okay, you can also do what's called margins. Now the margins, notice that if I do, let's say 440 on the margins, it will make it all across the boards this way. If I was to click here, then what will happen is I want to do only the bottom. I will do 40. It will move the bottom part. Okay, so this is how you can control that. The padding, same concept. And you can make a menu that's visible or not visible on this particular page, basically. In terms of like, this is a desktop. And if you want to make it not visible on mobile, then you see it will say desktop only. I can click on save. Now, if I go to the mobile editing, you will actually notice there's no menu at all. So that's just something that you can choose to do or not do. If I was to click save, click on save, and then bring back to mobile, you will see now it will be the hamburger thing right here, okay? Which is how that would look. Now, let me show you another little thing that you might want to know on the menu. Let's just pretend that you don't want it to open in a new page. You want something to scroll down. And I'll show you a classic example. Instead of contact, I like mine to be like testimonials or reviews, let's say. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to add a block, and that block is going to be one of my reviews. I'm going to hover to reviews. I'm going to bring my testimonial section right here. I'm going to click on save. Now this testimonial, you can't see it. This is an HTML code. This is a code that I use to be able to pull the information from my Facebook business page. So this HTML code, notice that now it's actually going to show all the reviews that are in my Facebook business page, basically. So you can see I got a lot of reviews and it shows automatically. Now I want, when somebody clicks on reviews, I want them to be scrolled down automatically. So I do that by clicking on the section of this, hovering down, clicking on ID attribute, and then I'm going to go back to the menu, click here on menu, and here, instead of this part, I'm going to click on hashtag and put in the section. Now I'm going to click on save. I'm going to click on preview. Now I'm going to click on reviews. You'll see it will pull me straight down to the section on the page. So this is really good, especially when you are creating pages which might be really long, like a sales page, but you want people to see reviews, pricing, start now, or whatever it is you want to have in the menu item. If you want to learn more about this particular strategy, I have another tutorial for you on my YouTube channel. Now the tutorial is called how to create an anchor section in Systeme.io. So you can click on this tutorial. You can see this is just a couple of minutes and it will take you through the process of how to do that as well. Just like it's basically what I just showed you, but I probably gives you a little bit more use cases and stuff like that. So let's kind of do a bit of a recap on the menu. So what you want to do on the menu, you want to basically add an anchor section, which is hashtag and the section you want it to jump to. Another option is if you wanted to open in a new tab, like a different page, for example, a Calendly link. So for example, if I say work with me and I'm going to grab my Calendly calendar right here and I'm going to pick, let's say, I'm going to pick this free consult button and I'm going to click here and say free consult and I'm going to paste the link right here, click on open in a new tab. I'm going to click on save. I'm going to click on preview. You will see that this changes to free consult. When they click, it will open in a new tab to my Calendly link as an example. You can also embed it, right, which is my preference, but I'm just showing you an example. Now, the other thing you can do is if you want to take them to specific pages on your site, then what you want to do is you want to go back to your funnels, whichever funnel that is or whichever page that is. Let's just pretend that it's this funnel right here. You will grab the link from here, for example, / this part, this URL. You would go back to system and you would put it right here like that. And you would either put it in open in a new tab or not in a new tab. Now, the last thing I want to show you is the master block. Now, once you have the menu the way you want it, and let's say you're like, I like this menu, it's perfect, I want the same menu in other places, then you want to click on save and click on the master block and save it, okay? And you would call it menu master block or something like that. And I don't want to do that because it's going to kind of mess up with what I have already created. But the point is that that's why I wanted to show you. I have this tutorial, master blocks, why they're awesome, why to use them, how to use them and all that. This part is going to show you what the master blocks are, how to use them and all that. So this is a great feature in systeme.io. So that's pretty much it. Recap for you. We got the blog menu, which you would set up all that up under blogs. And once you're in blogs, you would go to the layout. So let's just click on the specific blog you want to edit. And then on the very top, you see blog layout. This is where you would customize the menu of both the header and also the footer. That's number one. Option number two is if you are under funnels, then you would set it up there and you can either choose a menu for that specific section, or you would create a master menu, which will be applicable to all pages or a lot of pages, basically. So when you use the master menu, basically when you update it to one place, it will update in other places too. But there's other use cases to the master blocks. That's why I recommend you watch this tutorial as well. So that's about it. Thanks a lot for watching this tutorial. This tutorial came as a thank you for one of my members, Cindy, who gave me this question as part of in my tech support membership. And in my tech support membership, I basically give under 24-hour tech support as well as recording tutorials at the request of my members, so they can get an instant support and help with the exact question they're asking. So this question was asked by her, and I wanted to upload to my YouTube channel because I know other people would also benefit from it. If you want to check out my membership, go to aran.link/DCT. You can learn more about that. And if you want to learn more about systeme.io, I've got a whole playlist on my channel you can check out. And of course, you can also use my affiliate link with a discount code, so you'll get 40% off for the annual plan. All you got to do is leave a comment below asking, and just say the word discount code, and I will get back to you with that particular special link that will give you the annual plan for $197 a year, not a month, a year. That's about it. Thanks all for watching. I'll speak to you soon.